Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And the campaign that, well, got eaten, so a little bit has changed. So, first of all, it's gone back to January 1930. And second of all, I have all new designs. And I did, in fact, remember this time to build one of each, or at least I tried to. So I'll go through the designs. I'm not going to show off the builds, because it followed very similar logic to kind of what I did before. So first off, we have the Valiant, which, if you weren't aware, when you start a new Dreadnoughts campaign, the texts that you get are randomized. So I didn't have 16-inch Mark III guns. We have 15-inch Mark III guns. So everything is using 15-inch, but otherwise very, very similar ship. 28 knots. Reasonably well protected, only has anti-torp 3, has a good belt and turret armor, but the rest of it is fairly light. Only have Gen 1 radar, I don't have access to Gen 2, but you get TNT 4 and stuff like that. I'm just going to go with soft capped HG shells as well, just for something a little bit different. So those are kind of base battleship design, and then the upgraded one to that is the Rodney. Again, 15-inch guns, so a definite kind of upgrade. It's not any faster, same speed, has a heavier secondary battery, much heavier secondary battery, and better protection. Has anti-torpedo 4, and it has much thicker armor protection, meaning this one's more of a brawler. Should be able to take a few more hits, but damage output pretty much the same. Then we have our newest and best ship, which is the Lion, using triple turrets. Again, 15s, keeps the same heavy secondary battery of the Rodney, faster at 30 knots, with the same very good protection, but has anti-torpedo 5. So overall, an improvement, but is the most expensive of the three. Looking at the cruisers, the smallest one is this one, the Royalist, 6-inch guns in triple turrets, and a couple of quad torpedo launchers. So more of a torpedo armed ship, but is a little bit of a steel brick with a 6-inch belt all over, and 32 knots, reasonable speed, good for kind of hopefully intercepting enemy destroyers and maybe launching the odd torpedo salvo if they get into a fleet battle. Then we have the Minotaur, 9-inch armed heavy cruiser design. 9-inch guns, the only Mark 5s I get. Again, this gun is just mainly for show, but it is there. It does have a torpedo launcher, a deck torpedo launcher, to kind of slightly heavier armed than the Royalists, but same basic kind of role. But I see this more of as escorting the larger ships. 30 knot speed means it can keep up even with the Lion, which is absolutely fine. Armor on this one is obviously much thicker, but more of an all or nothing type of layout rather than just a straight brick. Then we have our largest cruiser, and that is the Bulldog, which keeps the 9-inch guns, but has a heavier secondary battery, and has, you can't see them, but there are 5 underwater torpedo tubes each side. So again, very similar, but faster at 33 knots and more heavily armored. So an upgrade in pretty much every way. We do not have one of these though. I do not have enough money to build one of these, so this is one of the ones that I'll have to start as soon as I can afford it. And then we have the Battle Cruiser, which is, well, basically a hood-like design. 34 knots, 15-inch guns, very similar to the battleships, but has pretty good protection. Anti-torp 5, decent armor. It's more like the armor on the Valiant, but it is actually a little bit heavier, especially on the deck. Pretty nice ship, actually. I'm curious to see how she does. And then we have the various destroyers. So we have an A class. I've just gone for A, B, C, D, E. It's easier. Again, I've got different gun techs. No triple guns, so I've gone for Mark 5 2-inch guns on this, and gave them autoloaders. I don't know if this will be any good, but this is more of a torpedo boat ship with 6 torpedoes. All the torpedoes are 22-inch fasts, by the way. So yeah, so more of a torpedo boat type design, older design, that, yeah, will be able to hunt down transports and the like with the 2-inch guns. And then has the 6 torpedoes as kind of a first strike armament, 38 knots. The B class is basically just a slightly improved version, has an extra 2-inch gun each side, but otherwise is pretty much the same. I think it's more heavily armoured than the A. No, they're about the same. Okay, so the A and B are very similar, just kind of like variations on each other. The B is slightly larger, has slightly more firepower. And then we have the C class, which is totally different. This is more of a gunboat, patrol ship, picket ship, escort type ship. So slightly slower at 36 knots. Doesn't have autoloaders or anything complicated like that, but does have 5-inch dual guns, which is quite nice, and a lower torpedo complement, 4 instead of the 6 that the A's and B's have. Then we have the D class, which is basically a C class but upgunned. So the C has 4 5-inch turrets, so does the D, but it also has the 2-inch turrets added to it, same speed, and yeah, otherwise very, very similar, but again, more of a kind of escort or picket type ship rather than an attacking torpedo boat like the A and B. And then the last one, and this is the other ship that I wasn't able to build, is an E class, which is kind of combines some of the aspects of the A's and B's and the C's and D's. So it's 38 knots, reasonably well armoured, and pretty heavily armed. So it has a 5th 5-inch turret here as a Q turret, and it keeps the 2-inch guns from the D class as well. So lots of different ships, same basic idea. And you can see the ships that have actually been built. I have actually named them. So we have Valiant, Rodney, and Lion. And then we have Hood, that's the battle cruiser. And we've got Rawless, Minotaur, and then the A. So we've got our A class, it's Arrow. We actually have 2 A class, Arrow and Archer. We have the Balfour, Caledonia, and the Daphne. So we don't have an E class, and we don't have the Bulldog heavy cruiser. So as soon as I can afford that, I will get going, but I'm just organising the fleets, and hopefully not too bad. In terms of the other nations, again, we seem to be... Oh, there we go. We get straight away get triple turrets on destroyers. I might do an F class in that case. This is going to be a huge fight, isn't it? Well, reasonable size. So comparing our fleet, we only have 11 ships, which is pretty low. I'm going to order up that Bulldog if I can, and an E-class. There we go. I still have loads of money. Well, I'll think about what to build in a minute. Let's have a look at this convoy fight. What are we doing? This is Hood, the Royalist, and the Balfour. Okay, attacking a convoy. Okay, so we have enemy battleship, 14-inch guns in dual turrets. Interesting. Up to 16.9 inches of armour, but it's probably on the turret. And a 10-inch gun armed heavy cruiser. Interesting. Pretty chunky. Right, let's get into it. Right. Let us kick things off. HMS Hood does look quite good. Not a historical build, of course, not with that armour layout, but definitely recognisable as a Royal Navy battlecruiser. Okay, both of them are on screen. That's absolutely fine. Just put your torpedoes on save. Don't bother avoiding. Okay, where's the enemy? To the east. Let's go. Enemy battleship. Interesting. It's the new model of gun. No deck torpedoes or anything horrible by the looks of it. Okay, Hood, you don't actually need to do that. Let's get all your guns firing. Go. Oh, that was a good hit. Very nice. Green cruise, of course. It's not brilliant, it's not bad. It's a heavy cruiser. Does have torps. Could be a bit of an issue. So range on a torps. Yeah. 11. Don't want to get too close then. Certainly not until we've ID'd them. Marshal Pen. Actually, Balfour. Actually, you're already in your own division. Change torpedoes off. Go looking for the transports. If you want to take a pot shot, though, you are welcome to. Who did you fire at, Graspay? Battlecruiser. Turn. There's the torpedoes. My goodness. Big old spread. I think they were actually fired at the Balfour. Oi, leave me alone. No, don't do that. Rude. Go away. Oh, jeez. Jesus. There's a gap there. I mean, I suppose if we can induce some torpedo launches out the heavy cruiser. That's good. Ow. geez, that was a big hit. That was a mistake with that. Ow. Right. Hopefully, Hood can come in and can help a bit. The Syringan... Oh, she's coming this way. She's coming about. Graspe has fired all of her torpedoes though, which is excellent. That means we can close in a bit. Well, not all but one. Fast is their battleship? 27.7. Okay, so our battleships are faster. That's good to know. Ah, there we go. Start getting some proper hits in. Only has a 12-inch belt. She should be able to go through if we get close enough. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Standard bulkheads. No. Don't swap fire. Very nice. To get a gun. A turret by the looks of it. Royalist firing torpedoes. Very nice. Not enough. Oh, it has torpedoes. That's a cute trick. I think fired at Royalist. You are no more. See if we can find the transport still. Alpha's still alive, which is pretty impressive. Oh, that'll do. A turret blows off. Should have ammo debt. Very nice. Should have some torpedoes loaded on the Royalist though. No, other side. Oh, sinks anyway. Well, that didn't go too badly at all. We sunk a battleship and a heavy cruiser. Couldn't find the transports. And the Belfer amazingly lived, which is pretty cool. Right, in terms of building new things, I think I'll go for HMS Echo. We could. So we've got 2 A class. I think I should have to build the smaller ones. So we've got 2 A class. Let's build a new B class. Let's see now. Let's go for regins fast. And a C class. Down, I think. And can I get a D class in as well? Let's go for Dorset. Okay, yep, can still afford that. Yeah, that'll do. The cruisers and things take really long time to build, 20 months. So I'm probably mostly going to be building destroyers. I'd like to get a bit more research before I design a new one. What am I getting? Rangefinders. Oh, radar 2. Pretty jazzy. It's not for another 9 months. Something in small guns. Let's have 6. Okay. Interesting. Right. I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.